The Great Reset is here. What BRICS just announced is about to change everything forever. Today, we're diving into some super exciting news from the BRICS nations: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, that could totally shake up the global economy. We'll talk about their new payment system that's set to challenge the US dollar, and what that could mean for how countries trade with each other. Plus, there's some buzz about new members joining the club that you won't want to miss. And let's not forget the cool tech they're looking at to make all this happen. It's like they're gearing up for a financial revolution. We're about to explore how these bold moves from BRICS could empower nations and change the game for global finance in ways you might not expect. But before we get into the details, hit that like button and subscribe to Tech Revolution. We're all about bringing you the latest and greatest updates, so you don't want to miss out. All right, let's get right into it. Have you ever felt like the world economy is a bit too reliant on one currency? Well, you're not alone. The BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, are shaking things up in a big way. They're working on a new payment system that could change the game for global finance. With the dollar reigning supreme for decades, BRICS is on a mission to create alternatives that empower its members and challenge Western dominance. Imagine a world where countries can trade without worrying about the US dollar. Sounds appealing, right? That's exactly what BRICS is aiming for with its new payment system. The idea is to build a robust alternative to the SWIFT network, which has long been the go-to for international transactions. Elvira Nabiullina, the governor of Russia's central bank, recently highlighted that this system will allow member nations to settle payments directly in their own currencies, bypassing the dollar altogether. And guess what? The interest is huge. Over 159 countries are showing enthusiasm to join this new system, which is set to launch in October 2024. That's a lot of nations ready to break free from dollar dependency. This initiative will be a hot topic at the upcoming BRICS summit in Kazan, where leaders will finalize the details. It's exciting to think about how this could reshape trade dynamics globally. Now, let's talk tech. The BRICS payment system isn't just a pipe dream. It's backed by real infrastructure. Russia's system for transmitting financial messages, SPFS, is already operational and will play a crucial role in facilitating these transactions. This means that when the system goes live, it'll be ready to hit the ground running. Talk about a well-prepared launch. Ever wonder why some countries are so keen to ditch the dollar? Well, it's all about recent events shaking things up. After the sanctions on Russia following its conflict with Ukraine, a lot of countries realized just how vulnerable they are when tied to the dollar. It's like a big wake-up call, making them think, hey, we need to protect our economies from outside pressures. For BRICS, boosting financial independence is super important. By trading in their own currencies, these nations can cut back on their dollar dependence and strengthen their economic bonds. Take the recent currency swap between China and Russia. For example, it really shows they're serious about this shift. It's all about building a stronger, more resilient economic environment for themselves. Let's talk about the New Development Bank, NDB. It's a pretty exciting part of the BRICS story. Established back in 2015, the NDB is all about funding infrastructure and sustainable development projects in BRICS countries. And guess what? With new members like Bangladesh and Egypt hopping on board, it's shaping up to be a powerful alternative to those traditional Western financial institutions. Just imagine the possibilities when these countries team up to support each other's growth. Speaking of new members, BRICS is really on a roll. Over 30 countries are keen to join the alliance, including Serbia, Nigeria, and Malaysia. It's like a club that's gaining popularity by the minute. This expansion shows that more and more nations see BRICS as a solid counterbalance to Western economic influence. The more diverse the membership, the stronger their collective voice becomes in global affairs. But with great power comes great responsibility, right? Bringing in new members to BRICS is a double-edged sword. While it boosts the bloc's global influence, it also means managing different interests and priorities. As BRICS grows, keeping everyone on the same page will be crucial for successfully rolling out initiatives like the new payment system. Ever feel like some countries have too much sway over the financial system? BRICS definitely thinks so. The long-standing reliance on the US dollar has left many nations feeling vulnerable, especially during tough times like economic sanctions. By pushing for de-dollarization, BRICS isn't just after financial independence. It's also about creating a fairer global financial system. It's like they're saying, hey, we want a seat at the table too. BRICS is stepping up as a champion for developing nations, advocating for their economic independence from Western dominance. This resonates with many countries in the global South that have often felt sidelined by traditional financial institutions. By building partnerships among like-minded nations, BRICS is crafting a more inclusive economic environment that empowers those who have been left out for too long. So, what if the BRICS payment system really takes off? The impact could be huge. Imagine countries trading in their local currencies instead of relying on the dollar. This shift could open up fresh opportunities for cooperation and trade among BRICS nations. It's like a whole new beginning for international trade, where countries can engage on their own terms. And here's where it gets even better. BRICS is looking into integrating blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies into its payment system. Just think about it: using digital assets like XRP for cross-border transactions could totally change the game for how countries trade. This innovative approach not only boosts security, but also puts BRICS at the forefront of the evolving financial landscape. It's like they're stepping into the future. Sure, there are some bumps in the road ahead, but the BRICS payment system is a really exciting chance for innovation and teamwork. Getting all those local currencies to play nice together isn't a walk in the park, but it's a great opportunity for BRICS countries to show off their determination and creativity. Yeah, there might be some pushback from the established Western financial systems, but that's just part of the adventure. It's like trying to change the rules of a game that's been played the same way for ages sometimes. Shaking things up leads to the best results. With their strong spirit, BRICS is ready to take on these challenges with a positive attitude. As they move towards de-dollarization, BRICS nations are keeping an eye on potential economic risks. Sure, stepping away from the dollar brings some uncertainties, but it's also a fantastic opportunity for growth and resilience. By working together and coordinating their strategies, they can navigate these challenges and pave the way for a brighter economic future. In a nutshell, BRICS is on an ambitious mission to reshape the global financial landscape. With its new payment system and de-dollarization efforts, the alliance is challenging the status quo and paving the way for a more equitable economic order. As these nations collaborate to implement these transformative strategies, the world will be watching closely. Will BRICS succeed in creating a multipolar world? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure: the game is changing, and it's going to be exciting to see what unfolds. What do you think about BRICS shaking things up in the global economy? Do you see this new payment system as a game changer? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And that's it for today. Stay tuned for more, and catch you at the next one.